Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 969. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
No, it's not a different person. I did get my ears brought back, and thanks to duct tape and super glue.
There you go. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, Joe.
All right, so I want to address, once in a while, we have fun all the time when we're on here. But then we'll get these comments that, you got to laugh. It's pretty hysterical, some of the stuff that people say on here. The amount of time that they spent on paragraphs just writing this stuff, I don't know if it's to piss me off or...
Now, did this look like it was auto-corrected, or does it spell...
Well, you know what? Maybe you can help me, Scott. I don't know if you can help me do this. Basically, I need someone to go to the Real Hoovians cast. Which one is this?
Okay, I'm get over here real quick. Okay.
Let me just see which one it is. I wish they would just make it easy.
Real Hoovians cast. What number?
Hold on. 958.
958. Okay.
All right, it's from the S person. All right. So if you could, what I would like for you to do is I would like to read this on air.
Let's see. Okay, there it is. I see it.
Okay.
Holy crap! I mean, what'd they do? Write a book?
Now I do. I do want to say I'm going to explain some things on here. And I'm going to be very professional, so I'm not mad at the person for writing this at all. I just have to...
I had a long day, and I'm too tired to read that comment.
So, go ahead, Scott. Read some of it, and I'm going to jump in.
Okay, here's the first half. Damn, I have watched you age for the past 6 years. Just looking at your thumbnails, I sometimes like to go to your channel and do the filter by oldest to newest. Okay.
Well, hold on. First of all, he likes looking at my thumbnail all the time without watching the videos.
Whoa. Okay, if you like looking at thumbnails, there you go, dude.
Okay, so you like looking at my face. Yes. Well, as long as you don't have, listen. It's fine that you like my face, and stuff. As long as you don't have some shrine in your house with candles, I think it's okay to have fans. Yes. Okay, so you look at my thumbnails and
from oldest to newest, and just scroll down and see how your he didn't use autocorrect here. I can automatically tell.
Okay.
And see how your face your face is changing. It's like, man takes photo of himself every day for 10 years.
Well, first of all, let me just stop. Let me just say something here. There are many YouTubers out there that have been on forever on YouTube. PewDiePie, Philip DeFranco. And yes, of course, if you're watching and you're scrolling through thumbnails, and let me tell you, there are a lot of YouTubers out there, not just me, a lot of people. And there are a lot of people that actually have more videos than me, okay? I only have about 5,000 and something. There are some people that had 7 or 8 or whatever. So, okay, go ahead. Let's continue.
Okay. I remember years ago when you got some, insider BBC
insider information, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously he's a Doctor Who person. He's
yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody gets some type of insider information every now and then sometimes we don't even really talk about the insider information. You know, like we all got the David Bradley is going to be in Doctor Who as the first Doctor. We had that a while ago, but we didn't even want to say it because we really don't want to like ruin it for anybody.
Yeah,
And that's not me shoving in anybody's face. It was me being respectful to the show. So we knew about Multiple Masters. We knew about David Bradley. We knew all that. Okay. And we even said we know stuff, but we don't want to say anything because, again, we want to respect the show. In the past, you know, stuff was spoiled, and then that's not a cool thing. So when the stuff was leaked today about David Bradley, okay, I mean, we did have things, we did hint in here and there. I mean, somebody broke the news, you know, so I was like, why not talk about it? So, again, this is YouTube, okay? We have fun here, okay? You can't be as boring as F. Okay, you have to entertain your audience. Okay, it's a TV show. Okay, you could put us on TV. They have apps. You could watch us on TV. We are a TV show that's got a stick in his thumb in the screen. We are a TV show whether you like it or not.
This guy's into thumbnails, so I figured I'd let him see a thumbnail.
Whether you like it or not, we're a TV show. Because back in the day it was Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5.
Yep.
Then there was cable. Now there's YouTube. So YouTube is technically a channel. We are a TV show. Real Hoopings Cast, everything show. So whether you like it or you don't like it, whether there's money behind the show or not, small budget, we're still a show. Okay? So, and this whole stuff about me, you know, people evolve. Okay? So when I first started off, if you see my first video, I was kind of like quiet and shy. It's Matrix 2, right? And then as time went on, I'm so passionate about things, talking about Daleks and Scarrow and the Master, that I started getting loud. Okay? It happens. Then at some point in time, old Doc formed the Whovians podcast, and then everybody started exploding, branching off the things, and doing podcasts, okay? And the thing is that it's an evolution, okay? You can't stay the same for a YouTube channel. You have to evolve with the times.
You can't. You get if people start realizing that you're just keep running the same lines after a while, they're going to go, okay, thank you, bye.
So as time went on, I grew in subscribers. Other people grew in subscribers. People started doing podcasts. I started doing podcasts. We evolved. And then we had our own group, the Real Hoopings Cast, where we had, I mean, if you add everybody up together, it's over 100 people, okay? Mm-hmm. Not at all one time, but we had a huge, huge group, okay? And it's called evolution. Now, I had addressed this already, that I know that there are people out there that are angry because they're used to me doing the news for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, getting it out there. They had their fix, and then they went about their day, right? And I said, I'm going to try to do both, which honestly, things have changed for me compared to the way it was back in the day. Back in the day, you know, I had, you know, one job back in the day, okay? One. And I think sometimes when I did the things, I had no job, okay? Yeah. And the thing was that now, besides
which this individual addresses in this.
Right. Well, here's the thing. If I didn't have a job, okay, I wouldn't be able to support kids. I wouldn't be able to support myself. I wouldn't be paying for my own apartment, my own electricity, my own gas, my own cable, my own internet, my own buying a laptop, buying 2 laptops, buying this TV, buying that TV, buying these DVDs. But it costs a lot to do a book. I did 12. Okay, and I'm not bragging, okay? Yeah. People would want to buy a car. People would want to save money for a house. Me, I threw all this money that I worked my ass off, all my savings, and I threw it into something that I believed in is my work.
You put it in your passion, basically.
And that's my business, because I worked my ass off overtime and everything, all through my years when I was 18, building up, working crazy hours, 50, 80. You know what? I had a little savings. I deserved it, okay? So, you know what? I don't brag about. I mean, back in the day, maybe I bragged here and there, right?
Yeah. Who does?
I mean, It's, you enjoy it. You know what? I've been in a limo 28 times. I used to pick up the kids, and it was cheaper to use a limo than car service. And we were in a limo for like a year and a half, every other weekend, going to get the limo. It's not because I was rich, whatever. It was because
It was fun.
Listen, it's not that it was fun. I needed to pick up my kids, and it was cheaper to do it that way. So you know what? I was smart enough to figure that out. And you know what? We got to be in a nice limo, got to have nice sodas and chips and stuff, and it was fantastic. And it was a calm ride. I didn't even have to drive. But did I shove it in people's faces all the time? No, I did announce my first podcast in the limo, and I did announce like once in a while, I'm doing this, like, because I was happy. I was like, look what I worked for. I deserve this, right? And everybody else does too. I did a video when I took Sharon out to dinner with the limo. I mean, look, all right. But as time goes on, you either evolve or you devolve. You either do better or you do worse. And God hope nobody does worse, right? But it's regular life. Like this person is talking about going into the real world. Mm-hmm. So they have no idea. They're not in the real world yet. They don't know that everything costs money. Mm-hmm. To shave this face, I don't buy shitty razors. I buy the Fusion battery-powered razor that's like friggin', $12, $13. You can use it once, twice, and you can buy more, because my face is sensitive. I don't buy the dollar razors. Shaving cream's like $5, right? The thing that I use, right? Yeah. Everything costs money. You're working to buy things. You're working to buy water. You're working to pay for internet to do these podcasts. You're working to have this laptop, which in a little while I'm gonna want to get a new damn laptop because I'm getting aggravated with this shit. Okay? Everything you do in life, you want things, you want shit in life. You go out there, you work your ass off, and you get it. Okay? If I want like a car, instead of the fucking how many jobs I have, I'll go get more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing where you want something so bad, you do it. Just do it. And I'm not trying to like say it for Sheila Booth, but like, you don't just like, oh, I wish I had this. I don't do shit like that.
No, occasionally you do. You fall in that thing. Yeah, I wish I could have this.
No, but I don't cry.
Nonetheless, you go out and go, okay, yes, I wish I had this in your mind, and then you go, okay, I got to do this, this, and this in order to gain this, and then you go out and do that. I don't sit and stare at the walls and cry, oh, my life, I wish I had this. If I want anything, I will do things to get what I want. Mm-hmm. Okay? I wanted to do the first book. I knew it was going to be expensive. I took all my money that I had saved and I threw it at my dream. And then I made all that money back from that first book in like a month. And then I took that money and I threw it to the next one. And that's why I popped out 10 books in like 2 years. Who could say they did that? Not a lot of people. Okay, and I'm not trying to brag about that, but I believed what I was doing. Of course, we go through things in life that knocked us down. Like Hurricane Sandy kicked the shit out of me. Okay? I lost a lot. In fact, I used to have a car and everything. I don't even have a car anymore because
I remember.
Yeah, and people thought I was dead. It was like ridiculous. Okay? I went down a couple levels. And I've been rebuilding, and back to better than ever. Now, I don't have the car yet, but I have my own apartment. I'm not having a roommate. Sharon lives with me now. I have 12 books out. I work in a medical job where I'm loving it because I love to deal with patients. I love to use the ultrasound Doppler and see what's going on and to know all these technical terms like thermal ablation of the great saphenous vein or thermal ablation of the small saphenous vein or phlebectomies or sclerotherapies, all these different things, Giacomini veins and, anterior accessory, all this stuff. I love that. And I love that I pursued education in the field because I was enjoying it so much with different things that I may want to become a medical assistant or something else, But that's it is. You got to be adaptable in life. I've done retail. I'm sure everybody's done retail.
Oh.
I mean, I may go back into retail. I don't know. It's an open door, So, like, whatever happens, you don't just sit still in life.
No.
You evolve. Either you evolve or you don't evolve. I mean, if you get knocked down, you don't stay down. You get up. And you keep, it doesn't matter even if you're hurt, you just effing keep going, you know?
Use that pain to your advantage.
Right. So, like this person, the way they're writing this article, and I'm not basing the person, but this person has no experience, no perspective on what the real world is.
And there's and the way I'm reading that, the reason why I'm reading the way it is, because it's pretty much how they're wording it right there. And half the words they're using contractions as though what you would use when like doing it on a phone.
Right.
The whole internet contraction thing, like instead of spelling U-R, Y-O-U-R, I mean Y-O-U-A-R-E, they're using literally U-R.
Right. I know.
And all
now,
that.
I like to see, you know, I'm not trying to say it, but how much do you think it costs to have a limo 28 times? Not cheap.
Nope.
Like how much do you think it costs to do all these books? Not cheap. How much does it cost when I whip out cases of Titans? And that's what a loser is?
Yeah, we've heard about
I'm a
you
loser.
The Titans every now and then.
I'm a loser that
many of the Ripper songs.
No, it's not a loser. It's busting your ass to have the money you love to do and buying stuff you love and showing it off and having fun with your friends. And you know what? Each and every person that's in here is not a loser. All right? Everybody's a winner here, okay? Because, you know, everybody here.
Yeah, they said they were unemployed as well. And I'm thinking,
First of all, they called everybody, all my cast members, unemployed losers.
I won't mention the store in question, but I've been with them since '02. And how I've been there since '02, I will never know.
I worked where you worked before, too.
Yeah, and people keep asking me, why don't you want to be a manager? I've seen what they have to go through. And the second thing I says, do you like the disposition?
Oh, you're expendable. Let me tell you something. I've been a manager. I've been a district manager. You are massively expendable.
Oh, yeah.
When stuff goes wrong, the first person they get rid of is like a district manager, which I went through that. Because you know what? Hurricane Sandy knocked out most of my stores, so they don't really need a position for district manager if there's no district. So I decided to change things. I decided for a while I had my book sustain me for months until I put myself in the hospital because I pulled the muscles in my chest because I was lifting I don't know how many hardcovers a day going around trying to get bookstores to carry this, trying to do book signs or whatever. And that's it. Then enough is enough with that. You know, I need to go into something different, get out of retail, get out of like trying to push the books myself, go work something else. And I went to the medical field, thanks to my friend. And I loved it and I adapted to it. And from that, like I had the other position of like a manager with the mall, which I love that too, because I'm so used to stuff with the mall too. So, and from that, I started writing magazine articles. Actually, before I wrote magazine articles.
Which being with this particular retail joint, I've got managers who come to me asking me, how about this? Can we do this? Or what? I says,
right.
I've seen it in the past. It will or won't work, but we can adapt this and this and this. But yeah.
I mean, before I actually did magazine articles, the guy that owned the magazine, he was interested because he was, you know, he lived in the area and he heard about me and he had reporters do stories on me about me writing books and stuff. And then after that, he says, you know what? Why don't you just come work for me and do articles for me on businesses and stuff? You know, not on like sci-fi. I'm talking businesses, you know? And I'm like, absolutely. You know?
Well, Mom, when she worked for the hospital around here, when one of the doctors would go off on one of his little, he or his wife did his those little missionary works, she came up with this little guy called Troy Man. And she would draw this little Troy Man going, Troy Man's going off. And they really enjoyed those little cartoons. And she would do the newsletter for that, whatever hospital or whatever little section she was with. And it was, and I found a few of them one time.
It started out.
It's like one of those little dinky little cartoons, but still, it's funny.
They started doing an article of me. It was in the back of that magazine. It wasn't even in the front. I don't know if you could see it. And it was a little thing about me doing my 12th book, okay? I think you can see right there.
Yeah.
And what happened was they tracked my progress. When I started working on it again, they did that little article, right? And then that little article became a bigger article. And then they got me with my lab coat on in my medical
I remember
job.
you showed me that one.
And I was holding my last book, okay? And it says Capriccioso prepares his perfect wish, right? And then I was getting it done, getting it ready for the publisher. And then, here it is. I'm this picture of me from a book signing. Perfect Wish becomes reality. Like it was about to be, be released. And they were going to do another article after that too, because I want to show the success of Perfect Wish. So they said, they're going to come see me after so many months that the book is out. It just came out in December. Now, besides that, they did a piece about YouTube with me. And Scott, you're on the bottom.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Who is that ugly person on that far left side? Man.
I know, right? So they wouldn't do an article, if they didn't research the material. I mean, like, you don't just put stuff out there. I know that this day and age we have fake news and different things, but you don't just do stuff like that.
That's genuine news right there, folks and fans.
I mean, and it's true. I work 2 jobs and I'm doing the YouTube thing. And then afterwards I got the magazine thing. Also, I reviewed, guess what movie I reviewed? I did my first review. It was Ghostbusters. And look what I wrote. Matrix Lord reviews Ghostbusters and battles internet trolls. And it's all me on there. So I was having fun, with that.
Oh, God.
So my thing is that, if you want to call me a loser, doing what I love doing, hanging out with my friends, and this YouTube is not making me.
No.
What, are you crazy? YouTube's not making me.
Yeah, with everything, with advertising pulling their ads from certain
well, first of all, I made like this before.
Content.
Now it's like I can't even see what I make. It's bad, So.
Sorry to get off the little conversation for a second. Today, when I caught a certain YouTuber's show, he says, I'm not putting any ads on it because of the content to prove that I'm not trying to gain money for this. And he talked about that POS that everybody's looking for. Who shot that 74 or 75-year-old man?
Oh, God, that's crazy news.
Yeah.
That's effed up. We'll probably just talk about that on the topic.
Yeah. I'm not. Sorry to get off the topic.
No, it's okay.
For a second,
but let's read. Why don't you read the rest of what he has to say?
Okay, let's see if I can translate here. Okay, so I remember years ago when you blah, 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 blah. Okay, insider BBC knowledge on something that was going on, going to happen, and you made an entire.
That wasn't the only one that
entire video, basically just.
I wasn't the only one that called stuff. I wasn't the only one that had insider information. I mean, there was a lot of other shows that did that. I wasn't the only one. We got.
I know something you don't, but I can't tell you.
Oh, they were making fun of me. Whatever. I was happy and having fun. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What else?
Okay. Blah blah blah. It was hilarious watching you have that. It was hilarious watching you have your one moment of importance, basically making a video for the sake of bragging that you know something they don't.
So yeah.
Here, guy. Since you're talking about thumbnails and you probably want to rub one off, there you go.
Let's see here. Let me take over here. I've never clicked dislike on any of your videos.
Yeah, thank you.
For the past 5 years, I've pretty much just seen your videos in my sub box, but never watched them. I used to watch your theory videos on Doctor Who when it was just you talking, but for some reason, you had to ruin that and have an awkward podcast with these unemployed people. Like I said, I have never disliked any of your videos, but I find it funny how you get so many dislikes for no reason and you keep going. It's so funny. Well, let me explain that to you. You're talking about me being a loser, right? There is someone that just every day dislikes my videos.
Okay.
That's what they do. That's a definition of a loser.
Out of 158 views that this video got, it's got 7 ups, 7 thumbs up, and 14 thumbs down.
Right. It's either one person with 14 accounts or 2 people. It's never like actually 14 people.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing is that for whatever reason, people just like every day they have to poop or eat or sleep, they want to dislike me every day. That's part of their routine every single day.
Just for S and giggles.
And if I don't make a video, they just create new accounts to just dislike. And this is what they do, and I really don't care.
Joe, do a video. Oh God, I can't.
I don't care. Because you know what? A dislike is a view anyway. So it doesn't bother me. Okay? It hasn't bothered me in a long time about that. All right? You know, I wish that the losers were winners, but they're not. So they want to just spend the rest of their life disliking, and that's a sad, 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 sad thing.
And that's what you pretty much said just a few moments ago. Just because they gave it a thumbs down, they're still viewing your video.
Doesn't mean shit. So he said, like, gives an. I said, imagine in years to come. Well, first of all, let's just imagine years to come. First of all, because if everything happened as an evolution, and I did my books before my YouTube videos, okay, I was an author before that. I even put my name on the cover of the book, Matrix Lord 2 and 2. Okay, knowing that I was going to do the YouTube stuff, right? So, like, if we're talking about years ahead, the way I see things is that I'm hoping things are great, but I see evolution. I see progress. Instead of having 12 books, I'll have 13 books, or 15 books, or 20 books. I'll do a script for a movie, or I'll do a TV show script. I'll evolve. I'll do other things. Maybe I'll act in something. Maybe I'll, be a part of a project, or I'll pitch a pilot that they'll put my name on it. Maybe, this is crazy, maybe one day I'll write an episode of Doctor Who. Or more.
Doctor Who.
Maybe I'll write for comic books one day. You never know. I have a bucket list. I mean, the thing is that you can't stand still. So let's just say, all right, I die many years from now, and my grandkids and my kids. Well, you know what?
They can look back upon it and say, "Oh, cool! My whatever." My grandfather did this, and you know what? Maybe they'll be in a mansion, living in there, rich, with my money. That none of the generations will ever have to work again, and they can just own businesses and whatever, Or they got your smarts and your imagination on top of that.
Listen, you could do anything you want to do, okay? Anything you want to do,
because you're the only one holding yourself back,
right? And again, I'm gonna say a fact that I don't think I've ever revealed on here. All right, I love time travel stuff. I love like movies and stuff like that. And of course, everybody knows Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies of all time. All right, there was a key scene in that movie, besides all the time travel and all that stuff, because I did when I was a kid want to write a book. All right, there was a scene where George McFly has this box. And Lorraine's like, "Oh, your first novel," and he opens it up. He's like, "I always tell you, Marty, if you put your mind, what did he say? Oh God, now I forgot. I went blank.
If you put your mind to it, you can do anything, or something like that. Was that it?
Yeah, like he said, like I always tell you, Marty, if you put your mind to it, you're gonna accomplish anything. All right. So he takes out the book, and it was there. And when I saw that scene, I said to myself, "I want that to be me. I want a box coming to my house. I want some." And when that happened, when I got my first book, my kids were little, I said the exact word for word scene from Back to the Future. And I even gave it to my mother. Like, and I was like I always tell you, if you put your mind to it, you accomplish anything. And I handed it to my kids, my mother. It was a big thing, right? And I was proud of that moment. That I saw that movie. I liked that scene. I was like, one day that's going to be me. No matter what, one day that's going to be me doing a book, getting it sent, and opening it up and being shocked and happy for the first time. And you know what it's all about? Just doing what you want to do.
Doing what you love, doing what you're passionate.
I don't regret doing YouTube videos. I don't regret having all these friends. I don't regret having many podcasts. The channel is doing better than ever, and I thank you guys for your support and making the channel evolve. And I'm happy. I am happy, genuinely happy, because I've got everything that I want right now. I got wonderful friends, and I got the greatest girlfriend in the universe, and I got my kids who are now almost adults. So I'm happy. And you don't have to be rich to be happy.
Nope.
You know?
It proves money don't buy you everything.
Me working and coming home with a Titan or two or whatever, that makes me happy to do things. You know? My girlfriend's happy. I'm happy. You know? And I'm doing a 13th book because I freaking want to. And I'm going to work my ass off to get the money to do a 13th book, which is going to probably be like $2,000. You know? I don't know if I could do it this year because we got stuff coming up, but maybe next year. But I could still finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I could. It's free to write a book, but to publish a book is a different story.
Oh, it's.
So
like,
I've been
years
scouting
ago.
out and taking pictures and being like a photographer, designing my cover, so I know how I want to be, and I'm psyched. And I'm not just writing one book; I'm writing many right now. But it's what's going to go first, you know? Whatever and I'm just happy. I'm so happy.
Like I said in several podcasts in the past, I remember I tried writing a book several years ago, and I still got the book over there.
Right.
And it came time to send it back. Well, I lost the envelope with the publisher's name on it.
Oh shit.
And the only problem is I had so many pages marked in this writer's guide or guild that I didn't. I couldn't remember which one it was, so it's still sitting back there. And they said whether they were going to publish it or not, I don't know. They probably just want to look over it a little bit more. But they said you have to pretty much leave it. I said, okay, so I put some little jibby jab in the back, and that's when it's like, crap, where's that damn envelope? But no.
I mean, as far as aging goes, we all age.
Yeah, look at this, folks and fans. I never had this when I had the gray. Only started after I grew this.
Right.
I
mean, all right, maybe I didn't get my hair dyed, and there's a little gray Reed Richards things right there.
Yep.
But you know, it's called working. You know, if I wasn't working, I'd be like, oh, me time, whatever. You know, all right, my face is red. So freaking what? I worked all day. I'm sitting on the freaking bus for 3 hours. You know. All right, I look like Roger Delgado. I'm going to have like a whole master thing going on. You know what? It would be nice one day to do that.
Now it's John Sims now.
Listen, it would be nice one day to do that, to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
To see how menacing if I can look like, you know, like look like you. You know? We'll look like the musketeers and shit.
Yeah.
You know? But, hey, you got to love what you're doing. I don't know how much time we have left because...
It says 4. I saw 4. Okay, 4:29, 4:27 now.
Okay. So, again, you know, while I did find what you wrote amusing, I think it was intended to try to get me upset or not.
Yeah.
And of course, I did write a huge comment right after I read it. I'm sure you could read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wasn't happy when I wrote it.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. This is what Joe was saying to Mr. S, if that's your real name.
Yeah. Try not to like write a comment
and
reply right after you read something.
Let's see. I have more jobs than most people. A medical job, a managing job,
a
writer's
shut up, Matrix Lord.
For a magazine and my book.
Oh, shut up, Matrix.
I've accomplished most things that people only dream of.
It's called being angry, okay, people? Sometimes that's the only advice, because I'm putting myself down. The only advice I can give you is when somebody writes shit like that, just don't reply right away. Let it simmer and settle, because then you look like a jerk or an a-hole. And I'm not an a-hole.
Dream of, and I do YouTube videos on the side. while being successful, while you see and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that Matrix Lord 2 and 2, crazy guy. Writing that shit. Try unicorn poop.
I was waiting for that.
Unicorn poop is the product of the month. Look it up, buy it, jelly
when you
beans.
promo that. Damn it.
You know, I should make my own. I should make my own product. My friend, I have new friends that made that, and they also invented the pizza slice, where you put the pizza in the slice.
Yeah.
They invented that, so I should create my own product.
Hello, Patrick.
What's up, Patrick?
Hey.
So what do you have to say, sir?
Sorry, I've been gone. I have no idea what's been said. It's like
That's all right.
left.
So I think we got an echo here. I don't know why. Well, we got an echo. You? Maybe. Echo! Oh, it's gone. All right. No, nobody here on this show is losers. Okay? Nobody. Everybody has jobs and things, and you know what? People that are like, I don't know if the person's like 12 or 15 that commented, because obviously they didn't go in the real world yet, but I just find it funny how for some reason people want to stare at my thumbnails but not watch me. That's weird. They can't. And when my contradiction, 1 minute they watch my theories on Doctor Who, but then they never watch me, right? It's weird, right?
Yeah. They're contradicting themselves.
It's probably someone we know, I'm sure. This guy's a fucking wrestler.
He's gonna put the smack down, brother, on Mr. S.
There you go. So Luce, right?
Yeah, the luchador smackdown.
Yeah, God, I've watched wrestling ages. So moral of the story, people, is you got to work hard for what you want, and you got to just keep, evolving, and keep, if you fall, you get back up, and basically that's it. So years from now, I got plenty of time for that, but I think that, all said and done, and I'm in heaven looking down, I'm sure that I will leave a nice legacy behind, I think. So that's all I got to say on the subject. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.